CC-557-639, otherwise known as Gregor, was a clone commando who served as a captain in the Grand Army of the Republic. Unfortunately, he suffered amnesia during the Clone Wars and ended up working under a Sullustan named Borkus as a dishwasher. However, he was able to regain his memories, and unlike the vast majority of clones, Gregor never carried out Order 66. Welcome to the Kankazan Star Wars Lore episode 120, Captain Gregor. Just like every other clone trooper, CC-557-639 was manufactured on the planet Kamino using the genetic template of bounty hunter Jango Fett. After receiving training as a clone commando, Gregor earned the rank of captain, awarding him the leadership of Foxtrot Group, an elite squad of clone commandos that was attached to the 212th Attack Battalion. In 20 BBY, the two squadrons participated in the Republic's assault against the Separatists on the planet Sarish during the Outer Rim sieges. The Republic forces suffered huge losses, and Gregor, who did all he could to save his fellow troops, suffered amnesia. Gregor wound up on a shuttle which later crashed on the Outer Rim world of Abafar. Rescued by Borkus, who owned the Power Sliders diner in the city of Pons Ora, took advantage of him due to his lack of memory. He soon became employed by the Sullustan, working for nothing more than room and board. Fortunately, Colonel Meeber Gaskin, Pit Droid WAC-47, and the rest of D-Squad, who all sought to escape Abafar and travel back to Coruscant, entered Power Sliders. Gaskin recognised the clone and immediately knew he had amnesia. When Gregor returned to his apartment later that night, he was met with the group, who tried to jog his memory. The clone could only remember waking up on a transport, crashing on the planet, and being rescued by Borkus. However, he vaguely began to recollect the events of the Battle of Sarish, which led him to side with the group. After trimming his hair and shaving his beard, Gregor and his allies headed for his armour and equipment, which also meant encountering Borkus. Although the Sullustan was displeased about Gregor leaving his service, going as far as pointing a DC-17 blaster rifle his way, D-Squad managed to disarm Borkus. Afterwards, they headed towards the local Rhydonium mining installation, which the Separatists were using. Gregor told the squad to head for an attack shuttle as he covered their escape. Thanks to the clones' covering fire, tactical prowess, and bravery, the facility was destroyed and D-Squad escaped. Although Gregor appeared to have sacrificed himself to allow his allies to flee, he somehow survived the incident and later made his way back to the Republic. Gregor managed to survive the Clone Wars and at some point removed his control chip, meaning he never carried out Order 66. After the birth of the Galactic Empire, he lived in a modified AT-TE on the planet Selos with fellow clones Captain Rex and Commander Wolf. Unfortunately, he suffered from episodes of mild insanity after a knock on the head. During 5 BBY, the three clones were approached by the crew of the Ghost, who sought information on abandoned military installations for the Rebel network. Though the two parties never initially greeted each other warmly, Rex welcomed the others as friends when Ezra Bridger explained Ahsoka Tano had sent them. Though the two groups had been getting on well, Sabine Wren found out Wolf had alerted the Empire to their presence. Unlike his comrades, Wolf never fully trusted the Ghost's crew and simply wanted to protect Rex and Gregor from prosecution by the Empire for aiding rebels. But Wolf later admitted he was wrong and agreed to help in an effort to destroy incoming Imperial forces. Kanan Jarrus tried to convince the clones to join the Ghost's crew, but the three opted to stay behind and delay the Imperials. Shortly after the rebels reluctantly departed, three AT-AT walkers, led by Imperial Security Bureau agent Callus, attacked. The clones were outmatched and outgunned. However, the spirited clones knew their AT-TE still had plenty of fight left in it. But they were soon aided by the returning rebels, who not only rescued the clones, but helped defeat the Empire's forces also, forcing Callus and his remaining men to flee. Gregor and his fellow clones saluted Kanan and his Padawan for their aid. Afterwards, Rex agreed to join the rebellion, whilst Wolf and Gregor stayed behind on Selos, taking the only remaining AT-AT walker as their new home. After an incredibly eventful life, Gregor sought a peaceful retirement. If you want to learn more about Gregor, including his personality and equipment, click the link on screen or the one in the description. Now it's time for this week's question. Out of the three clones we see in Star Wars Rebels, Rex, Wolf and Gregor, who is your favourite? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to vote for next week's episode by liking one of the 3 comments below, and for more Star Wars lore, keep it locked here to the Kyrgyzstans. Though the clones had quite the history with Tano, Wolf questioned whether to aid their cause, fearing the wrath of the Empire. But unbeknownst to his fellow clones, Wolf tipped off the Empire to the presence of a Jedi on the planet.